Okay, so let's stand up nice and tall. Let's start with the shoulder roll. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. So breathing in, breathing out. Keep going, folks. I'm just going to move the camera back a little, better angle. That's much better. All the way up and back. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, 1, and let's switch it. Bring it forward and down. 3, 2, 1, and let's lift to the ears and press. Inhale and press. One more and hold. Okay, super glue the hands to your side. Let's slide to the side. Inhale to the center, slide across. If you want a little bit more, lift up. Okay, so just lift the arm up, slide it up the rib cage. So inhale through your nose, exhale out, all the way out. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's reach across and stretch. Reach it across. Inhale and reach. Inhale. Well done. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Let's hold here. Let's have little pulses. Now make sure you're pulsing from the midsection, not just bringing your arm over your head. Pulse it down. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and then all the way over. Reach and stretch. Little pulses. 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Okay, let's bring the feet out nice and wide. Toes pointed out to the side. Roll the shoulders. We're going to bring the hands, palms together. Inhale, turn them around, and we'll press back. So inhale, breathing in, push and press. Chin up, open up your chest, press back. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Let's push it back, pulse it back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's bring the hands up, all the way up. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale and press. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it here. Now let's drop one hand down, reach across and stretch. Inhale and exhale over. 4 more. And 3, 2. Last one. Back into the center. Okay, give the hands a little shake. We're going to place the hands up on our shoulders, roll the elbows, open up the chest, neck, and shoulders. If you can, try and tap the elbows before you roll it back. Inhale. 3, 2, 1, and then we switch direction, bring it forward and down. 3, 2, 1, and give the hands a shake. Well done. Okay, let's bring the feet back in. Now, here you can grab your weights if you want to the next little bit. So I like to use the slightly heavier ones, but it's optional. Roll the shoulders back, and we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart, and we're going to roll up onto the ball of the foot and the big toe. Okay, so we exhale, roll up, have a little pause, roll slowly. Now try and go as slow as you can. Let's bring the hands up, shoulder height, roll and press back. Okay, so from the side, keep going. We're going to roll up, shoulder height now, hold, roll down, and then we push the weights back in the triceps. Inhale, exhale. Now, it doesn't really matter if you breathe in or out going up or down. It's just keep that regular breath going. And keep those arms nice and strong. It's okay to wobble. It means you're challenging yourself, okay? So if you're wobbling, don't worry. push and press. Push and press. 3 more. And press. 2. And last one. Push and press. Now we're going to hold up. I want you to keep the heels up. We're going to press the arms in opposite direction. Now with the weights, we have that extra bit of resistance, and try and slow down. Now you will be very wobbly doing this, okay? That's completely normal, and it's actually good. It means you're challenging your balance. If it's too much with the heels up, drop the heels. Just do the arms, push and press. Okay, press back. That's it. Reach, press one hand behind, push it back. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Early there. Bring the hands out in front, hold them here. I'm going to pulse them up and down. So again, shoulder height if you can. Now, as you're here, pull the belly button in. Keep going with the hands, okay? Keep going. Pull the belly button in, roll the shoulders. Keep going, little pulses. Getting right into the neck and shoulders, biceps and triceps. 3, 2, 1, and let's roll it down. Well done. Roll the shoulders back. Deep breath. Okay. Elbows up. Press the knuckles together, and then we're going to exhale back and squeeze. Lift your chin up, open up your chest. Push and press. Now from the side, you're just squeezing, and then if you can, you're pressing the arms back a little bit more. So it's inhale. Now hold here till you run out of breath, and then you bring it back in. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. When you're pressing the arms back now, try not to lean forward with your body, okay? Keep your chin tucked. Squeeze back, don't move your head. Keep your chin up, open up your chest. Okay, straight arms, palms down to the ground. 3 more. 2 more, well done everyone. Last one. And then we're going to roll it down and roll the shoulders. Keep a hold of the weights. Bring the feet out a little bit wider, maybe twice as wide as hip distance. And then we're going to slide down, keep holding the weights. Inhale to the center, exhale, lift and slide that other arm all the way up your rib cage. That's it. Now just imagine that the back of your head pressing into the wall behind, so that you're not leaning forward, standing up nice and tall. Reach. Well done. 1 more each side. And we'll come back to the center. Okay, roll the shoulders back, open up the chest, bring those feet back in, hip distance apart. We're going to bring the elbows tucked into the rib cage, and we're going to do a bicep curl. So it's inhale and exhale. Now, if you want slightly heavier weights than I have, like if you have 2 or 3 kg, you'll be okay to use those. But don't worry, half kg, 1 kg is plenty here. We just want a little bit of weight for resistance, for building muscle fiber and bone density. So exhale up. And when you extend the arm the whole way back. Okay, keep going. So it's inhale and exhale. So try not to have the arms flowing around like this. Okay, tuck the elbows, use your breath. Exhale, inhale. Again, it doesn't matter which way you work the breath once you're changing it. Okay, toes pointing forward and extend. 4 more. Chin up, open up your chest. 3, well done. 2 more. Last one. Now turn the hands around. We're tucking the elbows into the rib cage, and we're just tapping the shoulders and extend. Now again, try not to have the arms swinging around. Tuck them in, and it's a slow, controlled movement. Tap the shoulders and then extend the whole way out. Tap and extend. You're getting the triceps in the back of your arms, okay? exhale. Now, if you did want to keep going, if you wanted to add a little something to that, what you can do is lift and roll down slowly as you stretch. Okay, so tap, lift the heels and roll slowly, extend the arms. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, breathe in. Well done. Toes pointing forward. And 4. Well done. 3 more. 2. Last one. And drop it down. Okay, roll the shoulders. Now let's just lift to shoulder height and let's drop it down. Again, keep that lovely tall posture, extend. So from the side, toes pointing forward, feet hip distance apart. Lift, and instead of dropping down, lower slowly. Exhale and inhale. Every time you lift the arms now, pull the belly button in. Again, check your weight with this. See if you're okay with it. If it's too heavy, you can just drop the weight and just use the weight of your arms. But if you can use the weight, it's great for building the bone density. Lift, 1 more. Exhale up and hold. Now let's bring them around in front, shoulder width apart, back to that little pulse. Okay, so from the side, shoulder height, palms down to the ground, really good. Now keep going and brace the tummy. Okay, so try not to have the hips rocking and rolling around. Pull the belly button in, pulse it up and down. You should feel it here in the core as well. Pulse it. That's it. Keep it shoulder height. Toes pointing forward. Pull the belly button in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it down. Well done. Okay, take a drink of water, grab your mat, take a seat on the mat. Let's do a little bit of seated stretching. Okay, and grab your Pilates ball or your bits and pieces. Keep them handy. Okay, so we'll drop those weights for a second. Ball handy. All right. So let's stretch out the legs. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Grab onto the toes or grab the ankles. Either is fine, and just pull them in. Press your knees to the ground, and then I want you to curl forward. Okay, tuck your chin, roll. As you do that now, focus on pressing the knees into the ground. So push them down, or you can use your elbows to push them away. But keep your chin tucked, looking down towards your feet. Slow, deep breath. Okay, next exhale, let's roll up slowly. All the way up. We're going to stretch one leg out in front. Now the other leg, we're going to keep the heel, I'll switch so you can see, keep the heel pressed into the side of your knee, okay? And then we're just going to sit up tall, pull the belly button in. You should feel your core activation when you do that. And then we're just going to bring the knee up, press it down, getting right into the hips, okay? Now, if you can, take your hands up off the ground. If you need the support, you can keep your hands on the mat, okay? So all we're doing is think of it moving your knee. So it's lift and lower, okay? Sit up tall, lift it up, lower down. You should feel it in the tummy. You're getting all of the inside and outside of the inner thighs, outer thighs into the hips. So you can breathe in or out. Now, when you're lifting the knee up and down, try not to, I'm exaggerating, roll side to side. You're planking yourself in the ground, and it's just your knee is moving. That way we're getting a little bit of the core, getting right into the hips. 1 more. Now we'll hold, and then we're going to lower in slow motion towards the ground. Feel the inner and outer thighs really switching on and working. And then we'll extend that leg out and we'll switch to the other side. If you feel that in the inner and outer thighs as well, it's great for toning. So sit up as tall as you can, pull the belly button in. Okay, the sole of your foot to the inside of your knee or up a little higher if it's more comfortable. And then lift and lower. Again, we're not rolling the hips. We're pressing the bum into the ground, sitting up tall, bringing the knee in and then lowering. So instead of just letting it fall, lower slowly, okay? So again, breathing in or out, it doesn't matter if you're going up or down once you're changing, okay? I like to breathe out at the bit I find the most difficult. And for me, it's lifting. Whatever works for you is fine. Feel my foot moving out, so I'm just going to bring it back in. Okay, one more, and then we hold, and then lower, slow, 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 all the way down, and bring the hands down. Well done. Okay, let's bring the feet out nice and wide. We'll do the saw. So we're going to flex the feet, pull the toes towards us, and again, sit up as tall as you can. Reach the hands out. So we're aiming the baby finger to the baby toe, okay? So we're going to twist the torso, and then we're going to reach. Inhale, come back to the center, twist, and reach, okay? Inhale, center, twist, and reach. Keep going. Now, things I want you to focus on are that you're not hunched over, okay? I want you to focus that you're keeping the legs straight, that you're not bending the knees. I want you to focus on keeping the toes pulled towards you, sitting up as tall as you can, and all of the movement coming from the waist as you twist and reach. Inhale, twist, breathe in. Inhale, well done, twist. And 4, 3, 2, and last one. And bring it back up, drop the hands, bring the legs in front, give them a little shake, and we're going to lie down on the mat. So grab your ball, keep your weights handy, and then we're going to do full body stretch, okay? So let's do full body stretch, stretch everything out, reach the hands all the way back behind, palms up to the ceiling, slow deep breath. Inhale. Exhale out. Now really reach, point with the fingers, point with the toes. Okay, let's start to move our arms. We're going to push and press them all the way down by our side. We're going to flex our feet, pull our toes towards us so we feel the calves and the hamstrings and the glutes switch on. Push and press the arms down. Thumbs, try and get them brushing your hips so that you're nice and tight by your sides. You're stimulating the lymph nodes under your arms. So they help work your secondary circulatory system, your lymphatic system. Push and press. Okay, one more. Let's leave our hands down by our side. Push and press. We're going to bend the knees, one leg at a time. Feet hip distance apart. Now we're going to grab our ball. We're going to add a little bit of resistance to our hip bridge. We're going to pop it between the knees. Now we're going to squeeze the ball when we're lifting and relax the ball when we lower. Okay, so if you're not sure about hip distance, it's about this width apart. Okay, so your knees and your ankles are the same distance apart. Hands down by your side. Now push the low back into the mat, pull the belly button in, hands down by our side, and we tilt our hips towards us, squeeze the bum, and then we lift up, press the ball together as we roll up, and then we relax the ball as we roll down. Okay, so when you lift, I want you to squeeze the bum and hold at the top, then relax the ball, lower as you roll down. Now think of it like lifting and lowering a bicycle chain. So you're doing it one link at a time. Lift and squeeze and roll down slowly. Now the slower you go, the better. Okay, so lift. And then inhale down. Exhale up and squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale up and squeeze. Squeeze the ball, lift your hips. 4 more, slow and steady. Inhale. And 3. 2 more. And then last one, let's lift and squeeze. Hold it here. Now Squeeze the bum. We're going to press the ball. We're going to put little pulses on it. Now, if you don't have Pilates ball, don't worry. You can use pillow, cushion, rolled up towel, anything at all, just so that you can put a little bit of pressure, squeeze the knees. If that's too much, just take the ball away and you just hold your hip bridge. Keep going with the little pulses. Great for building strength on the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings, inner and outer thighs. Also helps to stretch everything on the front. 3, 2, 1, and then we roll slowly down. Okay, let's pop that ball in under our head. And we're going to hug the knees, hug them in nice and tight. Hug them in, and let's have a little roll side to side. Okay, come back into the center. We're going to go straight into a single leg stretch. So it's extend one leg at a time, reach and stretch. Now, I'll show you a few variations, but you can stay here if you want a little bit more. Take the ball out, lift your head, neck up off the mat, press your shoulders into the ground, reach. Now, if you want a little bit more, leave your head flat. We're going to bring the legs to a tabletop and then extend one leg at a time, but bring them back to the tabletop. And you can move between them. You don't have to stay at one. Okay, or you can leave the ball under your head. So there's a little bit of support. That's it, slow it down. And 4, 3, 2. Last one. And hug the knees. Have a little roll side to side. Okay, let's pop the legs down. So we're going back to that hip bridge again. So we're going to take the ball, bring it between the knees. Now we're going to keep the squeeze on the ball the whole time. So the whole time we're rolling up and down in the hip bridge, we have pressure on the ball. So we've all of the inner and outer thighs. This is great for anybody with any knee problems as well. It'll build up the muscles around your knees. So put a little squeeze, hands down by your side. Now tuck your chin and then we lift up and squeeze. But we're keeping the pressure on the ball the whole time. So the muscles are switched on and activated, working all the time. Inhale. And slow right down. Inhale down. Exhale up and squeeze. We're going to change it slightly. We're going to lift the heels up off the ground and keep them up the whole time. You may need to tuck your feet in a little bit closer to your bum so that it's not just the hamstrings, but all of the back of your body. Lift and squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Okay, keep going. Inhale. And 4 more. 3, 2. And last one, let's lift it up. Hold and squeeze. Hold. Pulse the ball, little pulses. Let's squeeze it tighter. Squeeze between the knees. Keep the heels up. Keep the bum up as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, keep the bum up. We'll just drop the heels. Okay. So we're still up in that hip bridge. Let's start to move our arms. Let's bring them back as you inhale. When we exhale, we're going to press the ball, squeeze as tight as you can. Inhale, let the ball relax. Exhale, squeeze and lift. That's it. Inhale. Well done. Keep going. Squeeze the bum, lift your hips up, squeeze the knees together. 4 more. And 3. 2. Well done. Last one. Hands down by your side. Now let's roll, roll, roll the whole way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Have a little roll side to side. Okay, let's come back to the center. So we're going to bring the legs up to a tabletop and we're going to pop the ball in under our head. We're going to bring the legs up one at a time, tabletop. So your knees directly over your hips, feet pulled towards you, hands hip height, and we're going to pulse it up and down into the hundreds. Okay, so breathing in for 5, breathe out for 5. So breathe in and out. Okay, keep the knees pressed together, toes pulled towards you. Now keep going. If you can only feel it in the front of your thighs, it means your knees are too close to your chest. You need to push them away. If you're feeling it only in your low back, your heels are probably too low. So when you're going, what you should be able to see is the top of your toes, we'll say over your knees. So if you can't see them at all, they're down too low. You can see all of your foot, they're up too high. Okay, keep going. So breathing in, breathing out. So these are called the hundreds because 10 reps by 10 and you get your 100. Pulse it up and down. Thumbs brushing your hips, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10 coming up. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the hands, drop the legs one at a time, and we bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to tuck the heels into your bum as close as you can get them. And let's bring your hands out nice and wide by your side. Now, if the ball is comfortable, you can leave it there. If it's not, take it away, lie flat on the mat. So we're just leaving the knees fall. We're not pushing them to the ground. We're just leaving them hold. Just 60-second little breather. Focus on your breath. Really focus on the inhale now. Get the oxygen into your bloodstream. And then exhale all the way out through an open mouth. Next exhale, let's bring the knees together in the center. Bring them together. Now, keep the rib cage up, pressed into the mat. And then we're going to roll from the waist, side to side, pressing the legs together. From groin to ankles, super glue the legs together. If you want more of a stretch, turn your head away from your knees. If you find it a little bit uncomfortable with the ball, you just take it out and you can leave your head flat on the mat. Okay, so let's hold. Let's press the knees down and we're going to rotate from the waist, stretching the spine, palms pressed into the mat, looking away. Just hold. Just feel that nice stretch all the way along the hip into the spine, to the rib cage. Let's roll all the way to the other side. Pressing the knees and the feet together. Turn your head away. Okay, let's turn our head to the center and we'll bring our knees back into the center. Now we're going to bring the legs one at a time back to a tabletop. Keep your hands where they are. So we're going to exhale up one leg, push the low back into the mat, exhale up the other leg. So pull the toes towards you and then we're going to roll, but we're rolling from the tabletop into the center, out to the side, into the center. And again, you can turn your head side to side. So now we're getting all of that stretch, but we're getting core work as well and a deeper stretch. Breathe in. Okay, one more each side. And then we go back into the center and we're going to pop the ball under our head, or you can stay flat. Bring your hands down by your side and we're going to toe tap. So we're going to point the toes and then we'll tap, tap, squeeze the knees. Tap, tap, and squeeze. Now, if you want to use your weights, you can hold them straight up. So it's as if you're holding a box up over your chest, palms facing in towards each other, and lift. So try and keep them coming straight up here, that they're not back here, putting pressure on your shoulder. Keep them straight up, okay? A little bit of weight for resistance. Inhale and up, okay? So we're just tap the toes straight down. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can extend the leg, tap, tap, bring it to tabletop, and up, okay? Anybody with any issues, low back issues or anything, stay here, okay? You're still getting plenty of work here. So tap, tap, squeeze, and squeeze. Keep going, tap, and lift. Now keep pushing the low back into the ground. It'll want to arch, okay? One more each side. And then we'll hold, point and flex, okay? Just point and flex, moving from the ankles. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring one leg down, bring the other leg down, and you can drop the arms as well. Okay, well done. Okay, let's take the ball out. We'll do full body stretch, and then we're going to do some side lying legs. So reach the arms back, palms up to the ceiling, stretch everything out. Point the fingers, point the toes. Slow, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out. Just focus on the inhale. Okay, when we're ready, we're going to push and press the arms down by your side. So inhale back. Exhale, push and press. Inhale. That's it. Reach back and press. Reach back one more and press. Okay, let's bend the knees. One leg at a time. All right, so I'm going to grab my ball and I'm going to use it for the side lying legs. Let's roll to the side. Now, you can do it without the ball or a cushion or a pillow, but with adds the extra bit of resistance. And what I mean is by pressing it, we're getting all the muscles on the inside and outside of the leg. If you don't want to use it and you want to make it a little bit easier, just press the feet together, okay? Using the ball just gives you that little bit of resistance, but flex your feet now, pull your toes towards you. Try not to have the pointed toes, because then what will happen is your knees are going up to the ceiling. I want your feet going straight out in front, hand in front of your belly button just to give you a little bit of balance. And then we lift and lower. So you should feel it all in around the waist, getting all of the hips in and out your thighs. Lift and lower, really good. Lift and lower. Now, again, if you want to use the weight, you can hold it here straight up, but you don't have to. It's just that extra little bit of resistance. Lift. That's it. Squeeze the ball, lift and lower. If you want a little bit more, you can hold at the top before you roll down. So lift, have a little pause and lower. Well done. Now try and keep the legs nice and straight. Keep the hips stacked one on top of the other. Keep going. You find that when you get tired, you roll back or you roll forward, and that puts pressure on your low back. So it's lift and lower. Well done. 3 more. Squeeze the ball, flex the feet. 2 more. And then last one, we're going to lift and hold. Hold it here. Now, kick the heels into the bum and then extend the legs out straight. Inhale. Well done. Inhale. That's it. Stretch them out straight. Try and keep the lower leg up off the ground, so don't have it dragging along the ground here. Lift it up. Pick the heels. Extend. That's it. 4 more. 3, 2. Well done. Last one. And then we lower the legs. Let's drop that hand down for a second. Bring it in front of our belly button. We're going to bend the knees. Try and bring them roughly in front of your hips. And then we're going to lift the heels up. Okay, so try and have them up high enough that they're in line with your hip. Maybe a little higher is great too. But knees are pointing down to the ground. And then we exhale just the top knee. So the only thing we're moving, top knee. Into clamshell, great for your hips. Inner and outer thighs, great for the waist. Little spine stretch. And again, you can use that weight up here if you want that extra bit of resistance. Straight up from your shoulder. Lift, lower. Okay. Knees pointing down to the ground. So try and keep the heels up. We're pressing the ball, okay? So the only thing that's moving is the top knee. We're not rolling our hips back and forward. We're keeping them pinned into the ground. Tap the knee and lift. They should feel it all around here on the hips and into the waist. That's it. 4 more. 3, 2. Well done, everyone. Last one. Lower down and let's drop that hand down. Okay, take the ball out. So the lower leg now, we're going to keep it bent and we're going to use that leg to anchor us into the ground. The top leg, we're going to bring it hip height. Now make sure, I could feel myself rolling back a little. Make sure they're stacked. Now, if it's lower, it's okay, but it's not 100% great for your low back to keep it dragging along the ground here. Try and lift it hip height. It's a little bit higher, it's even better. Okay, so what we're doing is we're kicking that leg forward twice and then we're sweeping it back. But when we sweep back, we're not rolling around. Okay, again, anchor the hips. So it's kick, kick, and then you bring it straight back. And back. Keep that top leg straight so you're not bending at the knee. Kick it forward twice as you exhale, exhale, sweep. Now, if you can, use that top hand. Now, you might find it more challenging, okay, because we use that hand to anchor while we're moving, but give it a go. And back. Well done. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Almost there. And hold it here. Pulse it up and down, straight up and down. Toes are still pulled towards your shins. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and lower down that weight. Bend the knees, tuck them in. Give a little bash into the muscles, get the blood flowing in. Well done. Let's roll to the other side. Okay. So grab your ball, grab your weight, keep them handy. Take a drink of water if you want a quick little breather here before we go to the other side. Okay, and let's straighten everything out. So again, we're stacking the hips one on top of the other. Flexing the feet, pulling the toes towards you. Now you'll always find one side a little bit more challenging than the other. That's completely normal. If you feel like you need a break, take a break, but try and keep going as long as you can, as long as you're keeping the form. So if you feel like you're losing the form or you're wobbling or going all over the place, skip 1 or 2, just give yourself a little breather and come back. So press the ball, squeeze, and then we're going to lift. Inhale down, exhale up. Now, again, you can use that weight, lift it up. If you find the weight is a little bit too much, drop it. You can just use your hand, point fingers to the ceiling. Okay? That's it. Really good. Flex the feet now. Pull the toes towards your shins. Squeeze the ball. Keep that arm straight up from your shoulders and chest. So try not to have it back here. Bring it straight up. That's it. Well done. 4 more. 3, 2. Well done, everyone. And lift. We're going to hold. Then we're going to kick the heels into the bum and extend the legs out straight. Now keep the pressure on the ball. Try and keep that lower leg up off the ground. Really good. That's it. Extend the legs. Now, if you're wobbling here, that's okay. It's normal. If you need a little bit more cushion underneath the hips, you can use rolled up towel, a flat cushion or a pillow, maybe a thicker mat. Well done. Extend the legs out straight. Keep the feet flexed. Keep the pressure on the ball. 3 more. 2. Last one. And lower down. Well done. Okay. Drop the weight. So we're keeping the ball. We're going to tuck the heels in behind and bring the knees roughly in front of our hips. Then we're going to lift the heels up off the ground. We're going to put pressure on that ball, and then we're just lifting up that top knee. So it's inhale. Now keep going. The trick here is to try and keep the heels still so that they're not going up and down. All the work is here around the hips, into the waist, up to the rib cage. So clamshell. Okay, so getting inner and outer thighs as well. Again, you can add that weight straight up for a bit of resistance. You want a bit more, you can double up on the weights. Breathe in. That's it, really good. Lift, lower. Well done. Lift, lower. Squeeze on the ball. Try and keep the heels up as high as you can. 3 more. 2. Well done. Last one. Lift, lower, and drop it down. Well done. Pop those down here. Okay, so we're going to get the ball, pop it behind out of the way. So we're keeping the lower leg with the knee bent. The top leg we're going to bring up to hip height. And we're going to flex the foot. You can use your hand in front to anchor you. And then we'll kick it forward twice and sweep it back. Okay. And when we're doing that, watch the hips that they're not rolling. Try and anchor the hips. So it's kick, kick, sweep it back. And back. Really good. Well done. Now, if you can lift it a bit higher, great. Okay. Flex the feet, bring it forward, sweep it back. And back. Well done. And 4 more. 3. Nearly there. Legs hanging off us at this stage. Last one. And then we bring it back. We're going to hold here. Little pulses, okay? Just get the last little bit out of those muscles. Straight up and down, really feeling it here into the hips, into the waist, maybe into the side of the glute. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Well done. Roll onto our tummy. Let's do some heel kicks, stretch them out. Okay, so let's hold it here. So we're resting our forehead down onto our forearms, pointing the toes, feet hip distance apart, and we're going to kick one leg at a time. Kick, kick, and down. Okay, keep going, kick, and down. Push the hips into the mat. Push the pubic bone into the mat. Try and anchor yourself into the ground. This is great for your knees. Now, anybody with any problems with the knees, this is great for stretching the muscles, getting right into the quads. Stretches the abs. One more each side. And down. Okay. Super glue the legs together. Now we're double heel kick. We're going to kick both together. Okay. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can lift up here, bring the elbows in by your chest, palms down on the ground. Okay. So we're double heel kick, much tougher on your back. Just a little word of warning. Okay. So if your lower back is an issue for you, I'd say maybe try one, see how it is, but it's tougher on the low back. So your elbows are up by your chest and you're lifting up. Yeah, that's it. Chest up off the mat. Perfect. And then kick. Now don't move the upper body. Okay. Lift it up. Inhale. And down. 4 more. 3. And 2. Last one. And we drop down. We're going to separate the feet. Reach the hands out in front. Hook your chin. And we're going to exhale up. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Inhale down. Okay, so if your neck is nice and strong, just lift your head up looking forward as you exhale. Then inhale, drop your forehead down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Inhale down. That's it. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And drop it down. Okay, let's bring the hands next to our chest. Palms pressed into the ground, elbows tucked in, feet hip distance apart. We're going to push up. Then we're going to inhale, roll down, exhale up. Try and keep your elbows pointed back. Okay, one more. We're going to push all the way back, all the way into child's pose. Sit back into your heels, stretch the hands out in front. Okay, and we're going to change it a little bit. We're going to do a slightly different version of the child's pose. We're going to come up onto all fours, and then we're going to sit back onto our heels, and then we're just going to move our hands to the side. Okay, so just move your hands. So we're starting here, hands straight ahead as we normally do. Just move it out, one arm, and the other one out. Okay, then creep it out to the side as much as you can. And then drop your head. Okay, so we're getting that lovely spine stretch on the side. Okay, let's bring it back to the center. And then let's reach it to the other side. So you're feeling all the pull from your hip, all up your side of the rib cage, but also getting that spine stretch too. Okay, let's creep it back to the center. And then we're going to roll up onto all fours, do some cat-cow stretches. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, spread the fingers, take the pressure off your wrist. And then we're going to arch up, drop your head, look down towards your knees. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So our arms staying completely straight, no bend in the elbow. Elbows pointed back towards your knees. Use your breath here now. Really focus on the inhale. Exhale. Okay, one more. And then let's come back to neutral spine. All the way back. And when we're ready, we're going to press the big toes together. Sit back onto our heels. Press the elbows into our knees. Take pressure off our wrists. Tuck your chin. Drop your head. Okay, and when you're ready, just sit up whatever is comfortable. You done, everyone? Okay, and just give the hands a little shake. We put a lot of pressure on our wrists there. So just sit whatever way is comfortable. We're going to roll the shoulders. Roll them up and back, just big exaggerated rolls. Try and bring them up to your ears. Let's switch direction. And we're going to bring the shoulders up to our ears and press. Excuse me. And press. Exhale out all the way out. More. Okay, let's reach our hands up, stretch everything. Inhale, exhale, push and press. Breathing in. And press. One more. And let's hold shoulder height. We go side to side for that spine stretch. Inhale to the center, exhale over. Bend that elbow over your head, palm facing down. Breathe in. Okay, one more each side. And we bring it back. Lovely. Okay, let's bring the legs out in front. Give them a little shake. Shake out your hands. Okay, and well done, everyone. Are we all right? Yeah. We're good? Good. All right. So we'll definitely feel that in the legs tomorrow. Okay. Without a doubt. But it's really good for strengthening up the hips. Okay, guys, I'm just going to hit stop on the recording.